Hi, welcome back to It's Okay to Play with Food. Gabby here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna share today a walnut cloud cookie recipe. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Questions, likes, and comments are welcome. Enjoy. Here is what we're gonna need. 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We're gonna add it to the flour right away. And we're gonna need 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 2 egg yolks, and 1 stick of melted butter. For the filling, we are gonna need 3 cups of ground walnut, and it is very fluffy. It seems really a lot, but it is not. It's not as compact as flour would be. 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 egg whites, and a little bit of jam. It needs to be a little bit on the firmer side. The flour and the baking powder, the 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna give them a good mix. Then we're gonna add the 2 egg yolks, the melted butter, but cooled, mind you. Do not use it very hot because we're gonna end up with scrambled eggs instead of cookie dough. Normally it would be like a little round, little fluted form for it. I do not have it right now, so we're gonna use line baking sheets, which will work just fine. Okay, once our dough is totally blended, we're gonna put this aside and let it rest for a little bit. We are gonna take care of the filling. We can preheat the oven to 340 degrees. Okay, we're gonna start with the egg whites, and we are gonna whisk them until they're nice and firm. Once our egg whites are nice and firm, we are gonna mix the powdered sugar with the walnut, with the ground walnut. You can use ground almond if you prefer, or ground pecans. Once the sugar and the walnuts are mixed, you can also add a little bit of vanilla sugar, just to give it a little bit of a vanilla flavor. Give that one a little mix. And we're gonna add it to the egg whites little by little. Mix it by folding it so we do not lose the air in the egg whites. Sometimes you're not gonna use the whole amount of walnuts. It depends on your egg whites. That's why it's good to add little by little. And if you have leftover walnuts, you can do something else with it. I'll transfer it into a plastic bag. I'm gonna put it aside until I'm ready to use. We have here our little forms. Just take the dough and mold it. Push it quite firmly. Can definitely use like a plastic knife to cut the edges. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of jam into each little form. This is a apricot jam, but you can use a different jam if you prefer. And I'm gonna just cut the corner of my plastic bag. And we're gonna fill our little pastries. Okay, and we are gonna bake it at 320, 340 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. And here are our walnut cloud cookies. I let them cool down for a few minutes. You can see the form. It is not the proper form, but you know, it'll do. You can play with it. They're ready for Easter or for any other holiday you want to make them. You can decorate them however you wish with a little bit of icing, a candied flour, or even with just powdered sugar. And here is our little cookie. And it has the little jam and the walnut filling right there. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Questions, likes, and comments are welcome. Enjoy!